Okay, so I was doing some research with the capacity of future AI. So we are hearing a lot about how AI is rapidly evolving. One of the questions I asked is, we're hearing a lot about contextual AI. Contextual AI is designed to understand the full situation before responding. So, moving beyond just processing words, it considers factors like past conversations, user preferences, emotional states, and real world conditions. So, there are several things that I learned in my research that I wanted to just share. So, there are some AI prompts now that are getting pretty deep, but it's going to move from like this deep research AI into being very customized, very contextual, um, adaptive. So, in terms of like if you like if you shared a preferred method of communication, like within like how you like to do things, your AI will adapt to you. So that contextual AI is going to be that assistant, like that agent for you. And then there will be more proactive AI assistant. So unlike reactive AI that waits for an explicit user input. Now think how have Google AdWords been has evolved, right? So Google AdWords, kind of started off as keywords that maybe a marketer would be targeting, and then Google said, listen, we're the ones that have all of the data. Let us manage your keywords, your AdWords. Um, all of this is kind of really going to become more adaptive outside of just our keywords to be more, it's going to leverage these analytics, but it's going to be more of a contextual awareness. So, predictive intelligence to intervene preemptively. This can manifest in a smartphone, home devices, adjusting settings based on learned preferences, or AI and e commerce engaging customers with personalized offers when they appear disengaged. The goal is going to be for proactive AI assistance, create a faster, smoother, personalized experience. So Google AdWords are really going to be kicking it up a notch, so to speak, with proactive AI assistance. So here we have contextual, and then we have proactive. All of this is going to be built into our AI assistants, right? Then we also have adaptive user interfaces. This is pretty exciting. So AI is revolutionizing UI design. We already see it with an overlay on Google search, but making interfaces more intelligent, responsive, and capable of personalizing experiences based on users' behaviors, preferences, and even emotions. So these UIs can track users' actions, learn from their browsing history, and dynamically adjust content layouts, font sizes, or colors in real time. Future AI powered UIs may even detect a user's emotions through facial recognition or other biometric data to adjust the interface to match their mood, or their needs, fostering a truly empathetic digital experience. So, I love adaptive user interface. I love the concept. This is what I'm mostly excited about is the adaptive user interface. And the reason why when I first heard about chat GPT and all of this, I was extremely concerned about mainly like our tone and how we talk online. So a lot of us get really bogged down in the comment section, kind of like not really displaying our best selves, right? So to speak, like we're kind of out here just saying whatever we want. And I really think that having an adaptive user interface, you know, as your model is learning from you, you're going to start getting back what it's learning. And that's up to you to calibrate if it's not giving you what you want, if you're getting fed a lot of things that just doesn't fit into what you're really, then maybe you need to look at how you're interacting online in your digital world. And I'm sorry, but I really think that's going to be super, super good for us. Effective computing. Okay, so this is a generation in deep research from Gemini that is telling me about different capacities that AI might have in the near future. So, effective computing is an interdisciplinary field focusing on creating systems and devices that recognize, interpret, process, and even simulate human emotions. It combines insights from computer science, psychology, and cognitive science. So, effective computing systems analyze both explicit cues like facial expressions and spoken words and often involuntarily implicit cues such as heart rate and skin conductance. So, to understand a user's emotional state, the technology has applications in mental health monitoring, enhancing doctor patient interactions, and even enabling robots to have more meaningful connections with humans and understanding their emotional needs. So effective computing, we have seen this on the rise with AI apps like therapy, replica, like having a partner, so to speak, like in a relationship, effective computing is on the rise. Okay. So, brain computer interfaces. This is extremely interesting. Brain computer interfaces, BCI. So, while still in advanced stages of research and development, BCI represents the ultimate frontier in user understanding. These systems allow users to communicate or control external devices directly from their brain activity. Okay, let's finish this up. Bypassing the need for peripheral nerves and muscles. A BCI measures and analyzes brain signals to determine a user's functional intent, their desire to change, move, or interact with something. And it translates signals into commands from an application or a device. It's important to note that BCIs do not read minds, but rather translate specific brain signals into actions that reflect the user's intent. We also have been given another example of future AI capacities called next generation recommendation systems. So, building on current personalization systems, these are always evolving our large language models and multimodal content to provide more accurate and relevant recommendations. So, these search queries have been building for a very long time, my friend, like 25 years more. But so this program, this technology is going to be able to understand content alongside behavioral patterns, improving suggestions for new or less frequently interacted items. This allows for more sophisticated predictions. Now, listen, all of this is just kind of integrating. We have the onset of different hardware like glasses, different Internet of Things like, thermostats that can be controlled by different devices, multimodal computing. And so it's all really going to integrate seamlessly, I think. But in terms of like these biometric indicators, um, think of your Palantirs, these types of systems have been around for a while, and I really saw this in 2020. I kind of saw this coming on where I was like, technology is going to have, when we were doing face scans and we were being able to identify if somebody had been vaccinated. We started this out in lots of different areas, but I saw it in 2020, and I really kind of like perceived this coming on. So I am excited for the fact that I think that I've watched technology in a bad way with the keyboard ninjas, right? Warriors or whatever. I've seen how technology can kind of like hide people's intents, but now this is almost like going to flip it upside down And I think that the technology will start training the people, the users, us, to be our better selves, right? Like to really truly stop with the silliness. I really truly think that we should be more intentional in what we say, um, and what we consume. So, what are your thoughts, and how excited are you?